A black car is coming for you, and it's not just a coincidence, it's a divine appointment. My dear child, I need you to quiet your spirit and listen closely. Something has been shifting around you, something your eyes can't yet see but your soul has already begun to sense. I've been watching and working, not loudly but deeply. Heaven may have felt silent, but I have never been still. The person in that black car is not just anyone, they are being sent, not stumbling. I have orchestrated this moment down to the very second because nothing I do is random. You felt confused lately, unsettled, wondering if your prayers meant anything. I was listening. I was aligning moments. I was stirring hearts. This person is part of a chain reaction that began when you cried in secret, asking me for peace, for direction, for a real sign. This is that sign. They are not just carrying themselves, they are carrying answers, messages, healing, and clarity that you once begged for with trembling hands. They have felt pulled toward you without knowing why. They've seen your name where it didn't belong. They've heard echoes of your words long after you spoke them. I've been whispering your name into their thoughts, awakening parts of their heart they tried to ignore. The black car is more than transportation, it's a symbol of the moment your life begins to shift. You won't have to chase this, they will come to your door. Do you remember when you said, God, if this is real, let it be undeniable? I never forgot. You were tired of guessing, tired of broken promises, tired of wondering if sacred love was even real. It is. And this is the beginning of it. They're not just entering your street, they're entering a chapter that was written before you were even born. Their heart has changed. I've refined them through tears, through time, through trials. They are not coming to charm you, they're coming to tell the truth. This isn't about perfection, it's about purpose. You were never asking for someone flawless, you were asking for someone faithful, someone sent. And now, child, the moment has arrived. I know your heart still feels fragile, but I've been fortifying you when you didn't notice. That ache you felt? That wasn't just loneliness, that was spiritual anticipation. And now the moment is meeting the momentum. You're not just going to recognize them with your eyes, you'll recognize them in your spirit. The air will change. The atmosphere will soften. Peace will settle over you like a whisper. And everything that once confused you will suddenly make sense. This isn't someone passing by, it's someone being placed. There's a difference. I didn't let the wrong one stay because I was reserving space for the right one to arrive. Those false starts were part of the preparation. You had to know what wasn't real to know what is. And this is real. They may arrive hesitant, unsure of the words, but their presence will speak volumes. You'll see my fingerprints on this meeting. The tension you once lived in will loosen. The confusion will melt. That door they knock on is not just your house, it's your heart. You once prayed, God, don't let me miss what's mine, and I took that seriously. Now look, it's arriving. Don't try to control it. Don't overthink it. Just be present. Be honest. You don't need rehearsed lines. Your truth is enough. They are not responding to your voice, they are responding to mine. I called them. I prepared them. And I made sure they would find you. I am not a god of halfway moments. I finish what I start. And I am finishing this story with beauty and intention. You're not alone. You've never been. And you won't be now. What's happening next is not a continuation of your pain, it's a release from it. A beginning, not a repeat. A connection with my seal upon it. You felt the restlessness, the dreams, the strange hope. That was me. That was your spirit sensing what was coming. And now it's here. Not early. Not late. Exactly on time. This person, this car, this moment, it's not fiction. It's fulfillment. A sacred promise wrapped in flesh and time. And child, the only thing I ask of you now is trust. Trust that I brought you this far not to abandon you, but to bless you. Let your heart be open, your soul be ready, and your spirit be still. For what's arriving is not just someone, it's something holy. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to Angel Words and let your spirit stay tuned to heaven's voice. What's coming next isn't just a visit, it's a visitation. And when that black car fades into the distance or parks outside your home, you'll notice something different, not just in the world around you, but within yourself. You will feel a calm that doesn't beg to be explained. That's how you'll know it's real. That's how you'll know it's me. Because when I move, I don't bring confusion, I bring clarity. When I show up, the chaos settles, the noise fades, and the truth rises like sunlight after a long night. And I want you to know, child, this isn't the end of your story, it's the turning of the page. The arrival is only the beginning of the unfolding. There are conversations to be had, wounds to be gently healed, laughter to rediscover, and moments to redeem. This will not be rushed. It won't need to be. Because what I orchestrate, I sustain. You won't have to cling to it in fear. You won't have to shrink yourself to keep it. You won't have to question your worth in someone else's reflection. You'll simply breathe, simply be, and that will be enough. They will see you, not just the version you show the world, but the real, soft, vibrant, complex soul I made you to be. And you will see them, too. Not as who they were, but as who they have become through the fire I walked them through. They were not idle while you waited. They were learning. They were growing. They were breaking in the right places. I allowed the breaking so that the rebuilding could carry my design. No counterfeit love could do what this love is meant to do. No imitation could withstand what this bond will overcome. Because I am the foundation beneath it. I am the root growing beneath the soil while you saw nothing sprouting on the surface. I am the gardener of time, of hearts, of purpose. And I never plant what I don't intend to bloom. This reunion, this alignment, it will not be defined by perfection but by peace. And yes, there may be emotions that rise like waves. Tears may fall. Words may tremble. But don't be afraid of that. Don't run from what feels unfamiliar yet safe. That's me surrounding it. That's me reminding you that love, when it's real, doesn't come to manipulate or control, it comes to hold, to cherish, to restore. You were never asking for something impossible, you were asking for something holy. And now holiness is coming in human form. Not flawless, but faithful. Not scripted, but sincere. And now, child, I need you to remember something very important. This moment is not just about the person arriving, it's about who you've become while waiting. Look at you. Look how much you've grown. Look how strong your spirit is. You didn't think you'd make it through that heartbreak, but here you are, wiser, deeper, more discerning. You didn't know that the silence was a sanctuary where I was speaking in ways no one else could hear. You thought the waiting was punishment, but it was preservation. I didn't withhold the blessing, I protected its timing. And now that it's time, everything is coming into focus. The dreams, the delays, the unanswered questions, they're forming a mosaic of divine order. And soon, you'll look back and thank me for not answering too soon. You'll thank me for saying, not yet, when all you wanted was, now. Because the version of you standing here today is ready in a way you couldn't have been back then. You've shed layers of fear. You've rebuilt your faith with trembling hands. You've learned to sit in the stillness and hear the whisper of heaven. And that, my child, is the real miracle. Because while you were waiting for something to change outside of you, I was transforming everything inside of you. And now, as the two worlds collide, what's in you and what's coming to you, there will be confirmation. There will be a knowing that doesn't require proof. You won't need to explain yourself. You won't need to beg to be understood. You'll simply stand, and be seen. And in their eyes, you will glimpse the evidence of my promise unfolding. You'll feel the click, the alignment, the sudden understanding that all this time, you were not forgotten, you were being positioned. You were not forsaken, you were being fashioned. And child, this next season will not look like what came before. You are stepping into something sacred. Something stable. Something rooted in my timing, not in the world's pressure. It won't require striving. It won't demand performance. It will invite you to rest. Yes, rest. Because love in its purest form is restful. It's peace. It's safety. It's the calm in your chest when the world outside is still uncertain. And I want you to know this, you are worthy of that kind of love. Not because you earned it, but because I made you for it. You are worthy of joy that doesn't run out. You are worthy of loyalty that doesn't falter. You are worthy of a partner who prays with you, walks with you, dreams with you. And the time has come. The black car is not just transportation, it's transformation. And what begins with that arrival will ripple into every part of your life. Your friendships will shift. Your vision will sharpen. Your courage will expand. This divine encounter is not isolated, it's catalytic. It's the beginning of new assignments, new callings, new layers of your identity being revealed. You're not just receiving love, you're stepping into purpose. Together. Two souls that have been refined separately now converging for what I intended from the beginning. A covenant moment. A divine choreography only I could arrange. And so I say again, do not fear. Do not doubt. What I start, I finish. What I bless, I sustain. And now I bless this unfolding. I bless the meeting. I bless the honesty that will rise. I bless the new beginnings that will take root. This is not a coincidence, it is covenant. This is not random, it is redemption. And child, when it happens, come back to this word. Remember what I told you. Let it anchor you. Let it still your racing heart. Let it remind you that I never forgot you. I never stopped writing your story. I never left your side. And I never will. The car is near. The moment is approaching. And the chapter that unfolds next will carry the scent of heaven. The kind of love I ordain cannot be stolen, cannot be sabotaged, cannot be missed. It arrives exactly when it's meant to. And now it's your time. If this message resonates with your spirit, subscribe now to Angel Words so you never miss what heaven is whispering next. And when that door finally opens, child, I want you to pause, not in fear, but in reverence. Because this is sacred ground. This is not just a doorway, it is a threshold into something divinely written. When you stand in front of them, you won't be standing in your old patterns. You'll be standing in purpose. You'll see it in their eyes, a flicker of something ancient, something familiar, like your spirit recognizing its echo. You won't need to search for signs, the moment itself will be the sign. Do not rush it. Let the silence speak. Let the air between you carry the weight of all that I've healed, all that I've restored, all that I've aligned. They will speak, but even before they do, your heart will already understand. And child, you may want to ask 100 questions. Why now? Why not then? Why the silence? Why the delay? But those questions will melt under the warmth of what I've ordained. You'll realize it doesn't matter how long it took, what matters is that it came. And it's coming, not as a fantasy, not as a maybe, but as a manifestation of the very thing you didn't believe could be real. This is your answered prayer. This is your confirmation in living form. This is what it looks like when heaven touches earth in the form of a person sent on purpose. I know what you've been through. I've seen the nights you cried out for someone to just understand you, to see you, not for what you do, not for who you've had to be for others, but for who you are when the world stops watching. I saw how you kept showing up even when your heart was heavy. I saw how you kept giving love even when you weren't sure it would ever be returned. That didn't go unnoticed. I honor that kind of heart. And now, I'm sending someone who will recognize your strength, who won't be intimidated by your depth, who won't shrink from your honesty. They won't come to complete you, they'll come to join you, to build with you, to stand beside you as I reveal the next chapter of your destiny. This is not the kind of love that needs to be chased or forced. This is the kind that flows. The kind that breathes. The kind that lifts your spirit without demanding you shrink to be loved. This connection will not exhaust you. It will nourish you. Because I've been preparing not just the person, but the space where this love will live. The emotional home you've longed for, it's ready. The shelter, the safety, the softness, you'll find it in them, and they'll find it in you. And even though you'll both carry your scars, you'll realize that your wounds are not a threat to love, they're proof of the roads you've walked to find it. I don't call perfect people into alignment, I call prepared ones. And now, you are both ready. There will be things they say that unlock parts of you you thought were gone forever. Memories will surface, not to haunt you, but to heal you. Don't resist the tears when they come, they're not weakness, they're release. You've held in so much, buried so much, waited so long. And now, with one look, one moment, it will all start to make sense. The ache was not punishment, it was preparation. That restlessness in your spirit, the one you tried to ignore, that was me moving inside of you, expanding your heart to hold what was coming. I had to stretch you first, so you could receive what's real. And don't worry, child, if it feels surreal at first. That's what divine alignment often feels like, bigger than logic, deeper than reason. But I will be with you in every breath, every glance, every unfolding word. I will steady you when your knees feel weak. I will quiet your mind when it tries to understand what your spirit already knows. You don't have to do anything but show up. Be open. Be honest. Be present. You are not responsible for controlling the outcome. That's my job. You are responsible only for being true to who I made you to be. And when they reach for you, not just with their hands, but with their words, with their honesty, with their presence, you'll feel it. Not the butterflies of anxiety, but the peace of divine resonance. You'll feel the weight of loneliness lifting. You'll feel the years of wondering begin to evaporate. You'll feel your faith rewarded in real time. Because I didn't forget what you prayed. I didn't ignore what you needed. I didn't overlook the pain you carried quietly. I remembered every tear. Every whisper. Every sacrifice. And now, the promise is not just arriving, it's becoming visible. And it's more beautiful than you imagined because it's not based on fantasy, it's based on faith. This is not a romance built on performance, it's a partnership built on purpose. You won't just share feelings, you'll share vision. You won't just dream together, you'll build together. You won't just survive, you'll thrive. And it will be rooted in me. Not in your perfection. Not in your striving. But in your willingness to believe that I can still do miracles, yes, even for you. Especially for you. And when others ask, how did this happen, you won't have a simple answer. Because it won't be explainable. It will be evident. It will be holy. It will be grace. They will see it in your glow, in your strength, in your stillness. They'll see what divine timing looks like when it finally lands. You won't need to convince anyone. Your life will speak for itself. So hold on just a little longer, child. Don't let go now. The moment is so close. The car is almost here. And when you hear that knock, or that message pings, or you look up and see it unfolding in real time, don't run. Don't doubt. Let your soul say, I knew this was coming. Because deep down, you always did.